Hello and welcome. Our Powerwall and second solar PV array, the Solar Southeast on the garage, ended their first full year of operation on the 1st of February. Here's a quick summary of the year to the 31st of Jan 2021, with all unit figures, i.e. kilowatt hours, rounded to integer values. According to the solar generation meters, our 9-year-old Solar Southwest array generated 3,521 units, and the 1-year-old Solar Southeast array generated 2,974 units, giving a total of 6,495 kilowatt hours, or nearly 6.5 megawatt hours. The Tesla app reported that a total of 6,286 units had been generated. That's 209 units difference, or 3.2% less solar energy being reported. According to the Economy 7 grid utility meter, which of course gives the figures on which our bills are based, 129 N-rate or peak rate units were imported. 4,195 L-rate or off-peak units were imported, which was 97% of the total 4,324 units. The Tesla app reported that 4,383 kilowatt hours had been imported from the grid, a difference of 59 units, or 1.4% more. Incoming energy therefore totaled 10,819 units according to the meters, and 10,668 units according to the Tesla app, a difference of 1.4%. Throughout the year, the Tesla app has usually underreported solar generation and overreported grid import, but the percentage error is small, and I don't expect a recalibration could make the measurements much more consistent. The total cost of the grid electricity for the year was £413.24, including the daily standing charge. We've been on a 2-year fixed EDF Economy 7 tariff, which is coming to an end on the 1st of March. At the end of 2019, the annual electricity cost was over £1,000, so the update has saved around £600 per year. That would give a payback period of about 20 years at our current electricity prices for the system updates, but the prices are about to go up at the end of our 2-year fix. Also, our situation is complicated by the fact that these are actually costs for 2 properties, the second being the annex above the garage, which shares the utilities. The annex takes the bulk of the grid electricity over the winter, as it is heated by storage heaters, and those costs are really covered by the rent that the tenant pays. The feed-in tariff payments for Solar Southwest generation during the year totalled £2,012.79. We have passed the time when the FIT payments paid off the installation cost of the original array, which is why we were happy to make the additional investment in the Southeast array and the Powerwall. Electricity isn't our only energy cost though. We don't have gas in our village, but we heat the house with an oil boiler, which was installed by the previous owner just before we arrived 9.5 years ago. The boiler's still in excellent working order, so we'll probably have to wait a bit before moving on to a greener heating system. How about the Powerwall? The Tesla app reported that 3,977 units had gone into the Powerwall and 3,543 units had come out, meaning that 434 kilowatt hours were lost and the Powerwall had an efficiency of 89.1%. 2,706 solar units went into the Powerwall, according to the app, so that suggests 1,271 off-peak grid units went in to avoid peak import, mostly during the winter months. This suggests that around 2,924 off-peak units were used directly by the property, much of that used in the annex by the storage heaters, and a little by the overnight background usage of the fridges and freezers, etc. Note that this subtraction sum uses figures from different sources, the grid meter and the Tesla app, so shouldn't be regarded as exact. But as we have seen, the error won't be more than a few percent. 2,900 off-peak units had a cost of a little over £200 during the year, so I'm concluding that the storage heaters were responsible for around half of the total electricity bill of £413.24. So that leaves an electricity bill for the main house of around £200, including all of the daily standing charges totalling over £80, though it's impossible to totally disentangle the usage of the two properties without having an additional meter. The Tesla app reported that of the 10,668 units which came in, 9,581 units went direct to the property and 628 units were exported to the grid. This leaves 459 units unaccounted for, not too far from the 434 unit loss previously mentioned for the Powerwall. Looking at just the solar energy, the Tesla app reported that the 6,286 units were distributed as follows: 2,952 kilowatt hours, 47% direct to the property, 2,706 kilowatt hours or 43% to the Powerwall, and 628 kilowatt hours, that's 10%, exported to the grid. In conclusion, we're glad we decided to get the Powerwall and second solar array to A. reduce the consumption of peak rate units, and B. make more use of the solar energy generated by the older array. We're looking forward to the sun returning soon, we hope, the storage heaters going off, and using the excess solar energy to bring the pool water up to a nice temperature, as we're not into this latest fad of cold water swimming. And maybe this will be the year eventually to get an electric car.